Hi, I'm Christy, and I want to share with you the second step in our three-prong strategy here at Enkindle Ministries. The second prong is actually city taker hubs. What is a city taker? Well, a city taker is simply someone who's taking back their city through the art of giving. Are you a city taker? Simple. Are you taking back your city through the art of giving? Well, we actually have 6 cities strategically positioned around the nation where our city taker hub leaders are actively taking back their city, not just through prayer, but also practical support. Human trafficking, immigration, all kinds of different ways. And I absolutely love it because they each have the heart of Nehemiah, who came into a city and literally assessed where the holes were and really pressed toward restoration. I can't wait for you to hear their heart today.
Friend, it is real simple. We have got to have faith to actually believe. I said it earlier, your Bible on your bookshelf won't help you. But the Bible becomes a sword when we speak it through our mouth and declare it in faith. And it's the same thing with our prayer when we're praying for a city. Some of us, we just need to turn off our brain a little bit and stop thinking every single person's going to be saved. I just don't know how that's even possible. Listen, the realm of impossibility is actually where God works in. Is that right? Again, if the dream is possible without God, the dream is too small.
You've had crazy things happen over the last 5 years that were reported in the media about the city that you're in. How many of you had Oklahoma City bombings, or have you had police shootings, or all of these crazy things, or water issues in Flint? Why is that? I believe it is so that the whole world will look at that region and say, can anything good come out of Nazareth?
What if the church in a city, the city of Toledo, the city of Fort Worth, the city of Oklahoma City, the city of Aiken, what if the church operated in that kind of unity? The power and authority that we would carry over regions would be unstoppable.
It's revelation that God has given us, and that revelation turns into wisdom. And it turns into this strategic way of reaching into our city and going into the ugliest, messiest places and asking why. And digging through the trash and looking for the root of what is happening here and saying, I'm going to storm the gates of hell. I'm going to stand right outside. Satan's going to see my face out here. And this is where we're called to be. This is what we're going to do.
We got to stay in the Word. We got to stay consecrated and committed. We got to stay on our face, not striving, just I'm all in, Papa, and I got nothing but you, and someone's going to stay right here in the river. And when we get out of that, what happens? We get thirsty and parched and isolated, and we have to stay in that place. We have to stay in that place of total surrender, total commitment. I'm all in, and others are drawn to that. And so what I love the most about this family is we all have our own stream. We're all coming from different places, denominationally, geographically, but man, we're in the same river that's full of life and power and healing, and it's going to do mighty things. We're carrying revival. We are revival with Jesus in us. We're bringing that to our cities, guys.
Right now, there's never been a move of God in the history of the world that was not preceded by a movement of prayer. Finney used to send this man, they called him Father Nash. He would rent a basement in that town, which was in the 1800s. He would rent a basement for 25 cents a week, and he would take a team and they would pray. And then Finney would come and he would preach the gospel. And then the Lord would put power on that because of it was fortified in prayer. Come on. It doesn't end with prayer. It begins with prayer and it's sustained with prayer. Listen, we need a higher vision. We need to understand the principle of dominion, that God in the beginning gave man dominion over the earth, and he doesn't intervene in the earth unless he's invited through prayer. Listen, Watchman Nee said this: in heaven, God's power is unlimited, but on earth, God's power is manifested to the degree that the church prays. And maybe we just need to start asking him for bigger things. But it's time to start asking God for bigger things. Praying for a whole city to be saved in the natural mind really is a crazy thing. But here's the thing, dreamers need to be a little bit crazy. Because if the dream is possible without God, the dream is too small.
That we're to take this power, active, living love that's inside of us and carry it into the darkest corners of our cities and release it.